Hello there, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for being with me today. I hope you're well, hope you're having a good day, and hopefully it's about to get a little bit better because we're back here in Planet Zoo, and we are back in Tiny Zoo. This is our zoo where everything is fairly small and compact and tight together, lots of foliage and lots of fake stuff, fake pathways and things like that that don't actually get used by the in-game characters but look good anyway. So in our last episode we put in this lovely binturong habitat over here, and I think that turned out very nicely. I did forget to put up information boards and I still haven't done that, so I'm going to have to come back at some point in the future and do that. Like I said in the last episode, I've already done a habitat here, and I've already done one more, and I'm working on a fourth. So yeah, it's going to be a little while probably before I actually remember to come back and put in some information boards around the binturongs here. But there we go, that's life, isn't it? So this is today's work. We are here in this area, and it's going to be an exhibits area. As you can see, I've already got, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I put a couple more in here somewhere actually as well. I can't quite remember. But this was my basic idea. I wanted a sort of a maze of exhibit animals in here. Obviously many of them on their own, some of them together. I'm pretty sure I think there's 2 together that come in over here somewhere. And yeah, I wanted, obviously I'll be covering up the pathways. It's really tricky sometimes to get these pathways to work around the exhibits. You can see here this hasn't connected here when it really should, and yeah, some of them connect, some of them don't. They're not too bad. Like this one here again hasn't connected sideways, and it's got nothing coming in here either. Obviously this pathway doesn't connect to this pathway at all at the moment. I needed to put another bit in here. So yeah, there was still lots to do. This was just a basic layout to sort of kick it all off. Obviously I changed the floor type because I did contemplate keeping an outdoor floor, like a proper one of these as the actual pathways, but because it wasn't all connecting up properly, it just wasn't a feasible thing to do. So I didn't leave any of that on show in the end. But yeah, I just thought it'd be something different, you know, different to the normal habitats that I'm building in here. And it gave me opportunity to get some exhibits in, because these are animals that are often overlooked in the game. People, you know, they're quite boring really, these exhibit things, aren't they? They're not the most inspirational things. It's just a big cube with a spider in it that you can't see because they're so small. And so I just wanted to try something with them, do something a bit different. So the thinking was that I would design a cover for this that would then be duplicated onto all of them, and then build a large sort of shelter / building over the top of the whole thing. So that is what I'm about to do. So let's not wait any longer so you don't have to listen to me jabber on. Let me load up my next save point and we'll see what I did next. Right, so you can see here that I've made a few changes already. I've put in some animals, so most of these are occupied now. In fact, I think all of them are. Where I've got some together like this, I've made the 3D walls to separate the two. I bet you we can't see anything. Oh, actually, look, there's a snake. There we go. We have a snake in this one. There are 2 animals in all of these. I really think you need more than that because some of them are so hard to see. What do we got here? So I bet you we won't see anything. Oh, there we go. No, these are quite big. Look, big toads, really big toads. So see, those aren't too bad. Oh, this one will be easy because these are terrapins, so they'll be floating. There we go, floating in the water there. They're cool little things. I've got a couple of terrapins myself, actually. They're lovely creatures. They don't do a lot, but you know, they're quite easy to look after at least. What have we got in here? Oh, big iguanas in here. So again, actually, they're quite easy to see. Typical. I'm finding all the easy ones to find, aren't I? What have we got in here? Snails. Look at them. Find them as well. They're quite bright, aren't they? That's pretty cool. I've never put snails in before, so I thought that would be a bit different. Wow, they're huge, actually, aren't they, for snails? What have we got in here? Ooh, mysterious. I have no idea what's in this one. Is it up here? No. Why can I not see anything? Oh, there we go. A frog. Rabbit. Rabbit. Should be 2. There must be a second one in there somewhere. Anyway, frog. Sorry, this is probably quite boring for you, but you know, I love hunting for these animals. What have we got? Anything in the log? No. No, I don't know what's in this one. It's going to be tiny, isn't it? It's going to be something basically invisible. Where are we? No, there's nothing. Come on, tell me what's in here. No, sorry, animals. Oh, spiders. Yeah, never find the spiders. Oh, look, there's one right in front of me. See, look at that. You can't see it unless you know where you're looking. Look at that. There it is. Creepy little thing. Nasty. Oh, I don't like spiders. Anyway, right. So, what have I done? Like I said, I did put another 2 in here. So we have 10 altogether. And I've covered up the floor with the brick work, which I think looks really nice. Obviously, it just smooths everything off, doesn't it? And makes it look like one big solid floor that people can walk over. Whereas, obviously, we know that that's not the case because there are pathways. If I sink that in, you can see the pathways are all over the place. Just a complete mess, basically. But yeah, and it works out nicely because it means that I can just sink it enough so it goes underneath this pathway here and it all kind of blends together. I've just gone along and smartened up this edge just to make sure it all blends together. Obviously, I haven't quite finished the rest of this yet. But yeah, I think that looks really nice along here for now. Obviously, I do a lot more work. And this was my first idea. This is terrible, I know. This was my first idea of the kind of look that I wanted for these units, but clearly this just looks, it's too boring. I liked the I do like this sort of wood. It's good, but the way you have to do it, having these pieces on the end here, because if you sink it in like that so that it's a smooth edge, you can see it doesn't fit over the whole thing. So you kind of have to have it out, and then that creates this hole in the corner here. Again, you can kind of see the framework inside there poking out, and you know, it just doesn't work. It wasn't doing anything for me, so I scrapped that idea immediately and made my own custom design, which is what I will show you in the next cut, I think. But yeah, so that's the sort of the final layout, at least, of the whole area. So let me move on, and I'll show you what design I came up with as I suppose it's a shell almost, isn't it? A sort of a decorative shell for the exhibits. Yeah, let's take a look. So here you can see I've built a custom shell for the exhibits. Let me just show you. I clicked on the wrong thing. That didn't work at all, did it? There we go. So that is what I came up with. So it's a very simple design. Just these what are these? European bridge platform stone pieces, just made into cubes and duplicated round, and then just a simple corner covering, just to add a little bit of extra shape to the window area. Yeah, so very, very simple design, but I kind of like it, and it works being duplicated. I wanted something that wasn't too dark, because having it duplicated this many times in a small area, I thought would be a bit overwhelming. So I wanted something that was light in colour. And yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. And then obviously you can see I've chosen this roof. So this is the corrugated plastic roof. Again, I wanted the light colour here. I didn't want anything too dark in this area, because it's all going to be under here in the shade. I didn't want it to be a dark, mysterious building. I wanted it to be bright and exciting. So that is the roof that I've come up with. It needs some supports, because obviously you can see a lot of it is hovering. I did try and manipulate it so some of it at least was sitting actually on top of a few of the exhibits. So here, for example, I think this is the corner I started in, and then just took it from there. So this sits on here, but like this whole end here is hovering, so I need to put pillars on. Does it touch? Yeah, so it touches at this end just about as well. So yeah, it fitted pretty nicely actually in the end. But like I said, it does need some more detailing, and I haven't actually put the finishing touches on the roof there yet, or I don't think, yeah, I haven't put the the trims on yet either, so still plenty to do there. But yeah, I think the actual exhibits themselves like this, I think they look pretty cool. Very happy with how that looks actually, and it does look pretty nice that you could walk around here and really see the animals from all the different angles. You know, and enjoy just walking under here, getting out of the rain maybe if it's pouring hard, but still actually managing to, you know, see some animals kind of thing at the same time. So yeah, so pretty pleased with how it was coming along at this point, but still lots of detailing to do. So let me load up my next save point and we'll see what I got up to next. Right, quite a lot to show you this time. I've been busy in this cut. So first up, the pillars that I wanted to put in for these. It was a little bit tricky to do the pillars because if I come inside here, you can see there's not really sort of big flat areas that a pillar would be attached to. So you just have to use your imagination a little bit with the pillars. You know, they certainly look supportive from back here, but when you come inside and you think they don't actually look that realistic because they're only just touching here, but there's really not another decent way of doing it, I didn't think. So there we go. So these are, let me show you because there's a few pieces in here. So the top piece here is this Asian piece that is red by default, so I've made that black and rotated it around a few times to create this kind of round top. Then you just got again the red post painted black there, and then this bottom piece is the East Asia roof topper, which I think is either red or gold, and I've coloured that white and sunk it in to create this kind of a base here to the pillar. And then I've just moved that around and just copied it to wherever there was a corner that wasn't supported. It now has these pillars and down the side here. See this one here, I mean it just looks silly, doesn't it, because it's only just touching that, but from the outside it looks good. So yeah, and there is a taller one right in the middle here. See, this one looks good because it's actually connected to a nice flat bit of metalwork up here. So at least that central one is holding the whole place up quite nicely. So you can see inside I've used the opportunity in here to put some tables and chairs down. I love these metal chairs. These are my favourite ones in the whole game. I think they just look fantastic. The detailing is great, but they kind of match any theme as well. It doesn't matter what you've got them next to, they look good because they're metal and they're black, and it's quite a generic design for a table and chairs that you know, you could have it in an Asian area, you could have it in an Egyptian area, I don't know, you know, desert area, whatever, and it would still look good no matter where it was. So that's why I use them quite a lot, and I thought this would be a perfect spot for a few of these. Like I say, if it's raining hard, you'd want to come in under cover. So you come in here, you could sit down, eat your lunch, see some animals, and get out of the rain. So that was my thinking there. I've done some edging work as well. So down this side here, obviously where the fake floor stopped and the grass began, I wanted to do something. And obviously I wanted to discourage people from walking off the edge, so I wanted to put in a raised flower bed. So it's just a simple brick flower bed. I put a light at the end here. And some soil in. I do add some plants in, of course, later on. So that runs all the way down here, where it then widens out, and I've made because this was a very odd shape bit of ground here that I couldn't do much else with, so I've just created a nice big flower bed on the end here, which I will fill in with foliage probably in the next save point. These chairs here, I think I do move these because they look a little bit odd being at a strange angle like that. I think I do sort that out. Oh, look at our little piggies watching me work. Gotta love a hog, haven't you? Right, so yeah, so that's that flower bed. Then as you come around here, you can see I've moved a couple of the chairs. So this one here, which was out here, has now come on there because I've put a new bit of path in underneath here. And then across here you've got a couple more picnic tables here. These two chairs are here, but they don't stay. I think my original idea was that I wanted to have a flower pot behind them, but when I did it, it didn't really look very good, so I do redo this. And then I've created an edge here, just a simple brick walled edge here. I think I do come back and put lights on these pillars as well. So yeah, there's still some more changes to be made because I wasn't too happy with certain things. Also just finished off the roof with the corrugated sort of trim, so you've got the trim around the outside to make it that little bit wider, and these extra bits on the roof here as well, just to finish it all off. So the roof is now done. So yeah, so still more detailing to do. I do some bits out the front. I can't even remember what I do down the side here. I think I put some trees in. I believe that's the idea. But I really like the look of this. It really looks quite inviting, doesn't it? You know, you'd want to come in and walk around here. Nice wide spaces, plenty of room for push chairs and people to crowd around and see the exhibit. So yeah, very happy actually with how this all came together. But let me move on again. There's at least one more save point, possibly two. I can't quite remember. But let me load up the next one. We'll take a look. Well, this is our final save point, so let me talk you through what I've been up to. So first out here, I just wanted, because you had quite a big area here, and I thought it made sense to get a few more picnic tables in here, two of them with covers over the top as well. I just thought that finished off this front area quite nicely. So that was that. Let's go down this side first. So put some very simple flowers in here. I didn't want anything too complicated, so you have a nice long line of identical flowers. What are these ones? Dwarf cornel, they're the ones, and that takes you all the way down to this flower bed at the end that I've turned into a shrubbery. I decided I didn't want to put any I didn't want to put flowers in, I didn't want to put any more trees in these raised beds, so I just went with a nice little shrubbery. So really simple, using my usual technique, you know, taller stuff at the back, gradually getting smaller, leaving a bit of soil showing. Just looks filled up, but not crowded. And there's a nice variety of different things in there, bits spilling over the side here as well. I can see I haven't actually moved these chairs. I can't remember if I came back and did that again at a later date, or whether I just left them like they are. Actually, they're not terrible, but obviously it's because the path bends slightly awkwardly underneath here, which is a shame, because I would want them to be sort of flush with this wall, but it's not always possible in this game, unfortunately, to get everything quite perfect. But it's fine. I mean, it's certainly not anything worth losing any sleep over. So as we come in here, again, I had a kind of large area here, but there wasn't pathway under here to put picnic tables or anything in, so I thought let's leave that. I didn't need everywhere to have tables and chairs, but I did at least want to put a nice planter in here with one of these, I want to say Himalayan birch. Let's see if I've got that right. Yes, I have. Himalayan birch there. Coming around this way, I got rid of the two chairs that I had here because they were in a silly place, really. They didn't work, and I've got again another planter with these lovely umbrella trees in, and then I have two more of them in this large area here. So again, I just wanted to sort of have something in the area, but not leave it crowded or empty, if you see what I mean. So there's still plenty of room around here where people would come and go. I think probably in real life you would probably try and get some benches or something in here. I may come back and see if I can do that, but it depends where the pathways are under here. I can't quite remember, to be honest. I'm pretty sure I would have tried to put a bench in here. Maybe it didn't quite sit flush with the wall properly. So you know, that's just one of those things you have to deal with sometimes. Inside, I have put one of the exhibit information boards with all of the exhibits in here, so you can read about the animals inside here. Oh, look at the little frog sitting on a lily pad. Isn't that cool? Not the most exciting animal in the world at the moment. He's not doing a lot. Oh, he's moving and blinking, which is more than frogs usually do, actually. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So there we go. That's so that's the information board. So all of the exhibits have a little information board now as well. And did I do some lighting in here? I believe I did. Yes, you can see I've put some of these nice hanging lights coming in from the roof here as well. So let's put it to nighttime and see what it looks like. So again, it's subtle. It doesn't need too much in here, I didn't think. But these lights are very realistic. You know, this is exactly the sort of thing you would have in a structure like this. They would be quite high up like that. and it leaves it, you know, sort of mood lighting down the bottom here. I like that you get the little lights on these information boards as well, and obviously the exhibits themselves all have some little spotlights inside too. So yeah, I think it looks pretty nice at night time. What's it like around here? I can't. Yeah, there's not a lot from the front here, but again, it invites you in. You've got these lights as well that I put on the walls. I didn't actually put them on this wall, but I'll probably get round to doing that when I start more building next to it here. Same as this pathway. Again, I haven't finished this off because I've not built next to it yet, so I will adjust things slightly when I decide what I'm doing next door. Yeah, there we go. So that is today's episode, and like I said, it's something a bit different, a bit unusual. It's not not a traditional habitat, and I appreciate that these exhibit animals aren't as exciting as, you know, designing a new habitat, but it was something that I wanted to do, wanted to give it a go, and I'm very pleased with how it turned out. So if you look from up here, I think it certainly blends in nicely with the rest of the zoo. Lots of greenery, a nice shaped building. I think it's continuing my theme on pretty nicely, I reckon. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. So that is going to be it for today's episode. I'll give you a little spoiler. My next episode is over here, I think. Hang on, let me think. Yes, it's in this area here. Yes, it is, because I can remember using the back of this building here. So yes, I put an exhibit in here. And what animal is it? It's let me tell you, it's an Arctic fox, or indeed a family of Arctic foxes. So that is a little spoiler for our next episode. Arctic fox is coming into this area over here. But that is today's episode done. If you've enjoyed the episode, please do hit the like button. That would really help out me and my channel. If you want to leave any comments, please do. I do appreciate any positive or negative feedback. And hey, I just, you know, hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you continue to enjoy my zoos. So please do join me again soon, and until then, take care of yourselves, and bye for now.